What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Two Car Garage. We are working on our Honda VTX1800 right behind me. This episode is going to be all about making those block-off plates for the pair system. So remember, there's this like smog emissions sort of crankcase recirculation crap nonsense that's totally cluttering up the engine. We ripped all those tubes and valves and solenoids out last time, and now what we have to do is make block-off plates for the reed valves on top of each cylinder. Let me show you what I'm talking about. On top of each cylinder jug, we have these. So just two little bolts. We see where the hose used to attach to it, and that is a reed valve in there. We come to the other side, and we see the same thing right there as well. See that? So we have to pull off those caps and then see what's underneath, pull it apart, and build a block-off plate to replace these caps. So let's do that now. All right, let's see what this looks like under here now. Dusty. Here's this. Look how crusty it is. All right, let's pull this one, take them over to the bench. All right, so here we have the top of the system, and here is this one-way directional reed valve that can open up and close. So we just have to, this screw is what's going to prevent us from just bolting down a plate, so we need to sort of take the thing apart. So with it apart here, there we go. Now we can see into the top of the cylinder. Man, why is that so sooty? Look at that. Look how sooty it is. Ugh, nasty. All right, and here we have the top of the system here. You can see the little valve underneath. So we just need to disassemble it. I'm gonna try to keep this rubber ring piece just without that screw or the bottom pieces. That way we can put it on. And then when we put the top plate on, this rubber will make a nice tight air seal with it. Go. Let's clean them up a little bit. And I'm going to clean around this just a little bit. Okay, so now we just have to make the block-off plates. So we're just going to use these caps as a template. Get some steel. I think this is like, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch or 3/16 or something. We'll just put them like that, trace around it, cut it out, drill the holes, paint it with some engine paint so it can withstand the heat, and then we'll be good to go. Here we have the final product of the block-off plates. You can see they're painted with a silver engine paint, so it'll blend in with the chrome pretty nicely. They're pretty simple, but it still took a lot of grinding. It would have been nice, you know, to cut them out with a CNC or something, but nevertheless, I'd say it probably took, I don't know, maybe an hour in total to cut them out and grind them down to the nice shape. I, spent some time making sure they matched pretty nicely. Is it worth it? You know, you can buy these on eBay for like $25, maybe even less. I don't know. You know, I had the hour and I wanted to make the video, so it was worth it to do it myself. If I was pinched for time, I probably would have just spent the 20 bucks. So I'm going to reuse these because they have the gasket material on it. Because of this rubber gasket, it should seal perfectly fine. This is pretty thick, flat steel, so I'm not too worried about it. However, I'm still going to dab some high temp gasket maker around this just to be sure. I don't really know why, but I will anyway. So let's see how these look mocked up now. First, we use these. So we put that in like so. That sits down nice and flush like that. And now we use these like so. And that is how they look. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. This is Yamabond. It's just Yamaha's like engine case gasket maker. I have Honda Bond as well. This is Yamabond 4, so it's good for high temp stuff. I'm just using what I have in the shop right now. Like a glove. There you go, check it out. Looks pretty good. Well, now that those block-off plates are on and the emission stuff is all removed, there's not a whole lot more left to do before we can put the fuel pump back in and test it out for the first time. However, there's never going to be a better time while it's all apart like this to clean the whole bike. You might think that this will be boring, but this is actually what I'm looking forward to most for some sick reason. I think it's because there's so much chrome on this bike, like a ridiculous amount of chrome everywhere, and it's so patinaed and dirty from sitting for a decade that it is going to be really satisfying and really rewarding to go through and clean and polish the whole motorcycle. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to do some routine maintenance on it, replacing all of our fluids, the brake fluid. It's a hydraulic clutch, so we're going to replace that fluid, the rear drive oil because it's shaft driven, the coolant, and the standard engine oil. So we are not far, just cleaning and fluids basically, from testing out our VTX monster behind me. So be sure to stay tuned. Hey, I really appreciate all of you guys that are subscribing, commenting, and liking. I am honestly a little bit surprised how many subscribers I already have, considering I just whipped together a few videos of me working on a bike. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks.